This is breaking news, trending news, breaking news, trending news, breaking news, trending news. I literally, right before I went to boot up stream, I saw this. And I was like, yo, what Marvel Rivals got going on? Apparently, as you see, look in the upper corner, today's date is November 8th. This article was published on November 8th. This just in. Marvel Rivals and Destiny Rising employees at NetEase arrested. I don't know what the hell going on, but we're gonna read about it. See what they did. I need all the context in this situation, so I'm gonna do one of the rarest things ever, and I'm gonna read the first paragraph. A number of employees at Marvel Rivals and Destiny Rising developer NetEase Games have been arrested, according to a new report. According to a Chinese outfit, however the fuck you pronounce that, with additional context via Bloomberg Law, 9 employees, including 2 senior executives, were arrested for allegedly laundering money. Oh, so they were scammers. They were scamming. They was playing with niggas' books. All right. Per the report, the contract value appears to be worth 2 billion won, which is about 200 million USD. Actual money, and it's over 800 million USD, or wait, and it's a bit lower at 800 million yuan, whatever. They stole over $100 million. They literally laundered over $100 million. How did they do it though? I mean, all that money that they thought they was gonna make with microtransactions, surely they didn't need to scam and rob for all of this. Surely they could have just put out good games and put minuscule amounts of microtransactions in that and make money that way. Surely that's all they had to do, because putting microtransactions in your games is the thing people love. Everybody loves that. Everybody does. So why did they have to launder money? Oh, that's all the context we have. I'm gonna keep my eye on this story. We're gonna see more as more come to light, but why y'all need to launder money? Y'all can't pay y'all employees? All that money y'all making off of microtransactions, y'all can't pay y'all employees? Y'all can't afford to pay y'all employees? Or are y'all just too cheap to pay y'all employees? I thought it was gonna be more of that article. I really did. One thing I kind of wanted to, in general, vaguely talk about was this article. Did I pull up the article? Because I could read. Actually, you know what? It's better for me to read through it and talk about it, because I originally wanted to like just talk about it, but I think if I read through it, it'll be better. Because like, one of the things that I always say about multiverses, and I've been saying this since 2022, multiverses' biggest problem is the simple fact that they try to microtransaction you to death. Most of multiverses, most of the problems with that game is the fact that they try to charge you to press left in that game. Okay, not literally, but the amount that they microtransaction you in that game, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they did start trying to charge you to use certain buttons, certain necessary vital buttons in your game. But that being said, the game that they filled to the brim, to the top. Oh, you mean to the top shelf? Oh, you mean putting the top shelf? The game that they filled to the brim, to the point of annoyance, to the point to where you can't do nothing in the game without paying for it, to the point to where every time they release a cool character, I have to be sad, because it's like, yo, that character looks cool, and the way that character functions gameplay wise looks fun. I'm not gonna be able to play the character because I'm one of those people. I stick to my morals. I'm not finna sit here and pay $30 to play a one character in a video game just to wait 2 months and pay another $30, $15, however much it is, to play the next cool character in the game. That's not fun. Letting me try out characters in training mode, like, yeah, that's a cool idea in theory, but in reality, it's like, yo, playing a character in training mode is not the same as playing against real people. You don't really know if you like how a character plays unless you play against somebody, a real living, breathing, thinking human. Okay, like all that playing in training mode, playing against bots, all that does is let you practice against that character. That's good for the competitive side, but for the casual side, that's not fun. I don't want to play against no damn bots. I'm playing a game, a fighting game, a competitive fighting game. I want to be able to play against people every once in a while. I won't play against no fucking bots, but they microtransaction that. You have to pay to finish the story. So they lied. That was false advertising now that I think back on it. Because they said you could get Agent Smith for free as long as you beat the story. But nope, that wasn't free. Because you mechanically cannot progress through the story without buying those dumbass gems. Y'all locked the ability to beat the game behind the paywall. What do you mean y'all taking another $100 million hit in your revenue because of Multiverse's underperformance? It's almost like y'all should have just made a good game and let the good game be good. Because Multiverses, if Multiverses wasn't so microtransaction heavy, I promise you it would be a threat to Smash. I promise you, if it wasn't microtransaction heavy, it would be a threat to Smash. Because one thing I've been talking about under like a couple threads about this topic, so like I have my thoughts more put together than average. One thing I was saying is Multiverses was a legitimate contender to Smash, but the game is so microtransaction heavy. Everything fun in the game is locked behind a paywall, so nobody could fucking play it. It's like, oh, they released the Powerpuff Girls, $15. They released Agent Smith. You gotta play through the story mode that's pay to win. You gotta pay to beat the story mode. Like, listen to how crazy that sentence is. In a fighting game, one of the type of games where the story mode is the least substantial and where the story mode has the least heft, and people are the smallest amount of motivated to pay and make it through the story mode. And that type of game and that type of story mode, that's where you decide to try and lock the progression of the story behind a paywall? Really? That I would love to be a fly on the wall during the board meetings, because just to make this clear, this isn't Player First Games doing this in terms of they're creatively making these decisions, and they say creatively it would be best to prevent anybody who can't afford to pay for the rest of the fucking story to not play it. No, it's these dumbass dickheads like David Zaslav up in the boardrooms going, but do this, but do this, but do this. Like I said, instead of letting the creatives create something great and then push that great thing to the audience that it needs to get to, they rather put their dick on the developer's damn shoulder and look over like, oh yeah, that's cool. Make them pay for that. Yeah, but do this, but do this. It's like, yo, you're not a developer of games. Shut the fuck up. That's why Masahiro Sakurai goes down in history as one of the greatest game developers of all time, because he was a gamer that decided to develop games and he understands the gamer's perspective. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be a gamer to be a good game developer, but you have to understand the gamer in order to make games that they like. If you don't understand what it's like to play a game, if you don't understand the frustrations of being a gamer, you can't prevent those things from being frustrations to the next person to play your game. Player First understands that, but they fucked around and signed up because they were an indie studio that didn't have a lot of funding and whatnot. They got the shit end of the stick is basically what I'm trying to say. And they got in a deal with WB. Now they're making a great game that's being shitified by WB, shoving microtransaction in it all damn day and night. Because I'm not gonna lie, Multiverses does have some things in the gameplay that are weird to adjust to. Like, for example, I could understand some people not liking how slow the game is, but the fact that the game is so much slower than like Smash or like Melee at a beginner and a high level, the fact that it's slower, I think is a good thing, because it gives the game a different feel. Regardless of whether you like that feel or not, it gives the game a completely different feel from Smash, meaning it can gain a different audience than Smash. The only way, here's what I always say, the only way you will beat somebody at a game is by beating them at your version of that game. You're not gonna make a Call of Duty game that outsells Call of Duty if you're not Call of Duty. Why? Because as I always say, anything that can't pass if it's just like, why don't I test, you're shit out of luck in terms of how well you will do in the market. Consumers aren't stupid. You can finesse consumers, but the smartest consumer is 10 times smarter than the dumbest consumer. But it's more average level consumers than high level consumers. Point of me saying that is the consumer's not stupid. If you make a Call of Duty clone, if you make a COD killer and you try to make Call of Duty again, what you're trying to do is what's commonly referred to in the industry as you're trying to catch lightning in a bottle on purpose. Now, I don't know how many of you understand how difficult it is to get lightning to strike you, right? To get lightning to strike you on purpose, but to get it to strike you on purpose twice, let alone get it to strike you in a way where it perfectly ends up in a bottle at all. Fuck once, fuck twice, but to do it on purpose, it is extremely difficult. You niggas is not gonna catch that lightning in that bottle again. Be yourself. It's like when, cause like I attribute it, I'll give you this comparison. It's like when you go on a 2-man, it's you and your mans, and it's some tutis. All of a sudden, your friend, he starts trying to be this big baller, shot caller, act like he's a damn millionaire in front of those shorties, and you like, yo, bro, you couldn't afford to get a sandwich yesterday. Me and the bros was walking to the store, and you needed to get a sandwich, and I had to pay for you. Now, I don't say that to shame you, bro. And like, imagine you took him to the side. It's like, yo, I'm not saying that to shame you. I'm saying that to say, like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You know you don't got it like that. Stop before you show out and do something you regret, bro. And then you go back out and the nigga does it anyway. It's like, yo, I just gotta let you bump your head into the wall until you catch a concussion and go, this hurts. I don't want to do it no more. Cause obviously telling you to stop ain't gonna help. So I just gotta let you bump your head into the wall until it hurts. And it looks like we're now finally at the part where they've been bumping their head into the wall, and now it hurts. They're going, what is that? What's that feeling? Pain. Well, actually, they're reaching for their pocket, but I need to give you a visual aid, and my pocket is out of view on camera. So, what is that pain? What is that pain? It's the pain of nobody playing your fucking game. Like I said in my video about microtransactions, if you just make a game where you want people to spend a whole bunch of money on your game just because it's cool to spend money on a game, it's not going to turn out well. And look at where we're at. Skip the first paragraph. Well, greedy bitch ass niggas games acquired the developer Player First Games in July, 2 months after the game, blah 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 blah. According to our team is what is his full name? I forgot his full name. Oh, Tony, that's what it is. But Tony, and then however you pronounce his last name, he's the person who's the lead of Player First Games. Our team is excited to join the greedy bitch ass niggas family, and we feel that this will be great for multiverses overall. It will not be great. Tony said at the time, we are working to make the multiverses game experience the best it can be, and having our development team integrated with the publisher is optimum for the players. No, it's not, because let me tell you what's going to happen if this game is underperforming as much as $100 million. Well, greedy bitch ass niggas is gonna go over there. They're gonna close the game down. They're gonna say, take the game offline. We don't give a fuck. No, you can't let people play an offline version of this game where they can like download the assets and play the game. No, you can't do that. Why? Because we got to worry about getting sued for copyright infringement and all this other stuff from all these other entities. And also there's different licensing agreements and royalties that we would have to deal with if we let that happen. And we're not going to do it for free. We put the game out for free because we put predatory microtransactions in it that we thought we were going to make money off of. We're never going to put it out for free. If we like a hustler, the way the phrase my father loves to use is A hustler is not going to give you $100 without a plan to get at least 200. 200 is if he's nice. But a hustler is not going to give you $100 without trying to get 200. A hustler is not going to give you $1,000 without getting 2,000. A corporation is not going to give you a game for free if they don't plan to dry your pockets out while you play that game. And I know that I, for a fact, have a very, very strong will when it comes to stuff like not buy. Well, you could call it a strong will, stubbornness, doesn't fucking matter, has the same result. With not buying microtransactions in games, but I'm not everybody else. Because even the people who don't have a strong will to play a game that's microtransaction heavy and have fun with it the ways that they can, those people that don't fall into that category, you know what's gonna happen? The people who just can't afford it, they're gonna play it. They're gonna say, this game is cool, this game is fun, but they want me to pay to do everything in this game. I'm just gonna go play something else. That's one thing a lot of these companies seem to pretend to forget. Like, competition is something you have to account for. As I always say, you can be the greatest option, but if nobody knows you exist, it doesn't matter how great of an option you are. Think of it like with music. You can make the greatest song of all time. You can make the most fantastic album in music history to ever exist. If ain't nobody ever heard that song, when a conversation of greats come up, do you belong in a conversation? Yes. Will you be there? No, because they ain't hear your shit. They never heard of you. Like, for example, I can sit up here and tell you I'm a great musician. Statistically speaking, nobody's heard of my music. So when it comes to the conversation of great musicians, nobody's gonna say, I'm just saying now, manifesting that in the future, this will change. Yeah, Dubsy is actually a great musician. I really fuck with his music. Niggas never heard my music, so how they gonna talk about how great it is or isn't? Same thing with games. If we never heard of you, or if we don't want to hear of you, it doesn't matter how good or bad you are. We don't give a fuck. And same thing with shutting down a studio. Like, they could legitimately, since they have the rights to your studio, at any time they feel like, they could just shut the doors on your shit. Now, everybody in that studio, y'all out of funding. If you want to continue to make games with those people and that staff, now you have to rebuild from zero. And you have to change your name. That's not going to be fun. And in the process of creating a new studio, you're going to lose some people that's going to feel disheartened. Morale's going to be fucked up. Even for the people that do stay. Because you're going to have to fight a very, very hard uphill battle and fight a lot of challenges. So, I think this is PR speak. I really don't think this is good. Because with greedy bitch ass niggas, they ain't, I don't like them, bruh. I don't like them, or Evil Ass Incorporated, or Shit 2 Interactive. However, speaking in a financial call, WB Discovery President CEO Dickhead Zaslav and CFO Gunnar Wins, we're gonna call him Gunnar W. Not wanna, Gunnar W. said Multiverse's failure has added another $100 million to the $200 million write-down the company's games business had already suffered earlier this year. But no, don't release it. Go ahead. Corporations, keep doing it. Mortal Kombat 1 was a financial failure and underperformed. Go ahead, keep going up to the creatives. Put your dick on their shoulder while you're looking over and say, no, do this. No, do that. No. Don't do this, do that. Yeah, change that. Yeah, I never created a game a day in my fucking life. I'm going to tell you how to make this game. Stop it. You lost 100 million doing that. You lost 100 million. Let me repeat myself. You lost $100 million doing that. Look at how that worked out. Y'all thought I was fucking bugging when I said because like, I love how whenever I speak on a game and whenever I criticize a game and say, out of love, I'ma say this. The game is lacking in this way. These are the areas the game can improve on. The most toxic vocal minority of people in that damn fandom will find my fucking video, will find my comment, find my whatever, and they'll be over there like, hey, you're wrong. No, this game is perfect. No, this game is perfect. No mistakes. Give it a year. But when shit like this comes out, I get to go, oh, what happened? I thought this was the greatest game to ever exist. What happened? Hey, Wolf Warrior 1, thank you for the W. Follow. Go ahead and throw it to you one time. And I'm gonna tell you, like I tell everybody, if you hit a chillin' vibe, that's what's up. If you hit a some of your art, no, I don't want your fucking art. But like I was saying, like, bro, it's crazy because every time I say this, I get proven right time and time again. Like, y'all can't act blind to a game's faults because the people who make these games, the people who put these games together, if they don't know where they're fucking up, the game that you love won't improve. And when the game that you love doesn't improve, guess what happens? The people like me that are screaming, please fix this, we gonna get tired of screaming. And guess what we gonna do? We gonna play a different game. And then guess what happens when content creators don't wanna play your fucking game? There's gonna be some normal people like who don't make content playing your game. But guess what? Eventually they're gonna get tired and they're gonna get the fuck off and play a different game. En masse. And what happens when there's no content creators genuinely playing your game and there's no people genuinely playing your game? Everybody forgets your fucking game exists. What happens when they forget your game exists? You lose money. What happens when you lose money? Shit like this. But you know, I'm an asshole, I'm a dickhead, I'm a hater, I don't know, I never know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just say this shit because I love stomping on a corpse. When the whole time, I keep saying time and time again, I say this shit out of love. There's 100 other things I could do with my time besides tell companies and corporations, here's how you could take my money. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm saying, here's how you take my money and keep it. But nope, I'm an asshole. Let's keep going. Warner greedy bitch ass niggas games only new release during the third quarter of 2024 was Quidditch Champions, which failed to make an impression. Which also, that's another game where I said, I like this game, it's cool, released at a Concord level bad time. Only reason why it's probably not going to be bad as Concord is because if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a PlayStation exclusive. And number one, in terms of like platforms, like when I say PlayStation exclusive, I mean it's not on Xbox. I think it's a PlayStation exclusive and Harry Potter. Let's look at the platforms. Oh no, it's also on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Which, by the way, the only platform it's gonna get played on is PlayStation. Oh wait, it's not on PC? Oh yeah, it's on Steam. So I'm gonna be real. The majority of the fan base for this game is gonna be on PS5 because the month that this game came out, they gave it away on what's the name of that freaking thing? Oh, they gave it away on PlayStation Plus for free. So that game, the gang that K-Flock is allegedly a part of, DOA, that shit is dead on arrival. Nobody played this shit. Most people I ask about Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, they're like, the people who are fans of Harry Potter that I tell about this game, they go, I'd play it if it was free. They find out it got a $20, $30 price tag, they go, because I'm gonna be honest, this fucking game, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, gameplay wise, it's fun, but it's desolate. Only thing there is to do in this game is play against other people online. And what have I consistently been saying about games where you only have one thing to do? They die very fast and people are not coming back because nobody gives a fuck if 3 years down the line you add the rest of the game to the game. No, bitch. Don't charge me $70 for an unfinished game. Don't do that. No, I don't want to buy early access. No, I don't want to buy a beta. What the fuck can I do in your game besides go online? If go online and play against other people is the only thing to do in your game is probably gonna die. I don't know no game that is like that actually lived. There has to be some type of single player content, because there are tons of people that love to play fighting games offline and just play a game with a good story mode. And if that game is a fighting game, then sure, fuck it. How many people you know like playing the Mortal Kombat story mode and getting off of Mortal Kombat? How many people you know like playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but they don't touch online? They go and they play against their friends and bots every once in a while, but they mostly play spirit mode, home run contest, what is it? Hit the targets, touch the targets, something like that. Board the platforms in 64. How many people you know like that? It's a lot. It's a lot. Stop charging $60 for a game with only online modes. That's not gonna work out. Concord, I love that game, but Concord, that's not gonna work out. Stop doing this. But back to this article about what Greedy's bitch ass niggas failure. But yeah, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. Just to clarify, this game fucking fun. Now, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I know they made a couple changes based on the lore, because like gameplay wise it wouldn't be fun. Like for example, if the I forgot what they're called, but if the person who catches the snitch, the person who hunts down and catches the snitch in Harry Potter's story, because I remember reading an article about this before the game came out. In the Harry Potter books, if you catch the snitch, the match is automatically over, versus in the game it gives you like a significant amount of points, like 20 or 30 or something like that. So like, I don't know how fans of Harry Potter feel about that, because if I was a fan of Harry Potter, I wouldn't mind it, because gameplay wise it would kind of suck if the snitch was either extremely hard to catch, like to the point to where you were damn near never gonna catch it, number one, or number two, if they compromised and made the snitch bigger or something like that. Like, I feel like they had a good compromise. So I would have to talk to a Harry Potter fan and see how they feel about it. But gameplay wise, it feels fine. It feels like a decent deal. It doesn't feel broken or nothing like that. And this game felt pretty good. It was pretty balanced. It was some strats that were kind of annoying, but that's gonna happen in any game. There's gonna be annoying strats. But overall, this was a good game. There was no single player content. It was only online multiplayer. There was no local content. As in, they might have updated this and changed this, but as in, if I wanted to play this game by myself offline, let's say my PlayStation, I was able to play on my PlayStation without Wi-Fi because the Wi-Fi went out, PSN went down. Wouldn't be able to play this game. We recognize the game business is substantially underperforming right now, Dickhead Zaslav said. Gunna W added more details. We took another 100 million plus impairment due to the underperforming releases, primarily multiverses. So just in case people want to try and say, oh, it was more than multiverses, it was other stuff. Nigga, the CFO, the chief financial officer, according to this article, himself came out his mouth and said, yo, multiverses cost us the most money. This 100 million wasn't solely on multiverses, but multiverses are the ones that cost us the most money. We took another 100 million plus impairment due to underperforming releases, primarily multiverses this quarter, bringing the total write-down year to date to over 300 million in our games business, a key factor in this year's studio profit decline. So they said, not only is our games division bringing down everything, they said our games division is bringing down everything, and multiverses is the main one bringing down everything. Multiverses is costing us WB. We're greedy bitch ass niggas. And let's see something. Wait, what was I about to search? Damn. Oh, WB games. Let's see what other games WB published this year to show you how bad multiverses has to underperform just for everything to be taken down by it. WB. Oh wait, actually, let me ask Grok. X.com. Let's ask Grok. Let's see. Oh shit, I I accidentally typed WB. Yo, Grok, please. If y'all hear that snoring in the background, don't worry, that's just my pooper. Well, actually, neither one of my dogs are puppy or pupper, but still. Please list all of the WB being released in 20. Nah, cause I'm on that ass. I am on that ass. Let's see what games that this shit had to release worse than. Here's a list of WB games. Batman Arkham Beyond. What the fuck is that? The hell is this? Okay, yeah, Grok it. Oh, I forgot. Grok can't take from articles, so that bitch is stupid now. Okay. Yeah, I forgot this shit can only. Damn, so Grok is really useless. Damn, so I'm not getting shit out of Twitter Blue. Let's see if this shit. Okay, this is better. Boom. So they released 4 games this year. This shit had to Multiverses had to underperform. Had the Lego Harry Potter collection, Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, and Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. Nobody knows this game came out. This game was the deserving, because like I say, every year there's a game that becomes punching bag of the year. This year, this was the game that became punching bag of the year, but was deserved. Mortal Kombat 1, period, dropped, and it fucking sucked. That shit sucked. That game I know lost the money. And then even though there's a collection, nobody gives a fuck that this game came out. Let me go to the WB website and make sure. Let's go to WB. Warner Bros. Games. No. Let me just go to the WB Games site. No, that's published. WB Game. Games. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what games they got. Oh, exit out. No. All genres, all ratings, all devices. The fuck? And that's crazy. What greedy bitch ass niggas are the ones that released Hogwarts Legacy. That's fucking crazy. Last year, they released the literal #1 selling game of the year across all platforms to my knowledge. This year, they dropped Floppy Versus, Harry Potter Flop Champions, Mortal Flop Bat 1. What else? Oh, they released that Batman VR game. It was a VR Batman game that came out for the MetaQuest. That shit ain't gonna make them no money. That shit's more beneficial for MetaQuest than it is for them. What else they dropped? Okay, yeah, I don't see anything else. But yeah, so yeah, I can't remember the name of that game, but the game that they've been promoting in the MetaQuest commercial. It's like a Arkham. It has something to do with the Arkham timeline. The fuck? Flop. They flop. They're flopping. They dropped all flops this year. Well, I don't know if Lego Harry Potter flopped necessarily, but oops, all flops. That's what they dropped this year. Is that the end of the article? No, it's more. According to Steam B, at the time of this article's writings, Multiverses just had 600 concurrent players. Let's go check. Let's see how many people are playing Multiverses according to Steam DB. Okay, 1,000. They're doing a little bit better. But to go from 2 years ago, when the game re-released, let's go to max. So the game had a big jump. So 2 years ago when the game came out, it peaked at 150,000 people. That's a decent peak. But look at this. Shit dropped in August. By October, November, the shit was averaging 4,000 players. Nigga, March, April 2024. Wait, where does the... Oh yeah, this is just play testers and shit like that. All right. So most of this is play testers from when the game went offline. So we could disregard from January to like January, somewhere around here. And this is like the end of play testing to re-release. So on re-release, let's zoom in on a year. On re-release, you came back, you dropped this game in May. Your peak was 100,000 players. So from May, June, August, September, October, November, in 6 months, you lost. Let me do a rough estimation. So 100,000. So if your max peak was 100,000, to go from 100,000 to 1,000, let's say 2,000 to be generous, that means you lost more than 80% of your player base. Now, whenever a game comes out versus about 6 months after the game is out, you expect it to lose a decent amount of its players, right? Maybe you expect it to lose a good 30 to 40%, maybe 60 if it's a more niche kind of game that had a lot of press and a lot of hype around its release or at around release, right? That happens every once in a while. But this game went offline and came back, and you lost a good 80%. That's underestimating without doing the actual math. 80% of your players. Let's go even further. 114,000. We'll round up. We'll round up for generosity's sake. So I said 115,000 to 2,000. 115. Where's my comma? 1, 2, 3. And 2. 1, 2, 3. Now what percentage of is... Damn! 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 So if we're being generous, they literally lost more than 98% of the people playing the game. Look at this fucking decline, bro. This isn't a gradual decline that goes down over time, because usually a healthy decline wouldn't be this damn low, but it'd be around, like, let's say their peak was 100k, like 50k, 20k, 30k. It would be more gradual. This shit peaked in Tuesday, the 28th of May. This shit peaked by Monday, June. This shit lost a majority of its player base. We did the math just now. They have less than 5% of the people that got back on this game when they re-released it. Less than 1% of them people is playing. And you know how I know that this number is accurate, even if it is an overestimate? Because I love platform fighters. Any platform fighter that comes out that's halfway decent, I like it. If it comes out and it's ass, I still like it. I love platform fighters. I will go back and play platform fighters that are dead. I'm probably one of 15 niggas that still actively play Super Smash Flash 2, especially with Frame Makers on the horizon, especially with Rivals of Aether 2 on the horizon. I'm one of the few people that still actively keep up with Super Smash Bros. Crusade updates. And even I haven't played this shit in a good 2-3 months. That's how you know this number is accurate. That's how you know The only time I see content creators make videos about multiverses is when a new character comes out, which actually, I forgot to put that in my notes, but Marceline and fucking, and Raven have been announced for multiverses, but I'm gonna be honest, genuinely, when I seen the trailer pop up in my timeline, I was like, I don't even care. I don't care, because like I said, it's not fun for me to look at the trailer of a character I'm not gonna be able to play. If it was DLC, that's one thing. If it was a free update, like type DLC, or like they make it a pass where they say we're gonna release 10 characters and you'll find out what those 10 characters are as they release it, that's another thing. But bro, you gotta pay for every individual character separately. And it's not like Brawlhalla where you could pay $40 and every time they release a new character, you just get them automatically for free. You automatically unlock every character in the game, and the only thing you have to pay for from that point on is skins. And then half the damn time it's on discount. So if you actually pay $40 for it, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But like, yo, bro, stuff like that exists, and it's like I have to pay $15 per character. It's over $200 to buy every character, and that's an old calculation. And as time goes on, that number keeps going up, up, while less and less people are playing your fucking game. It's not gonna work. Something gotta give, and it looks like it's your pockets. It looks like you niggas is going broke, and I hate that this is happening to a platform fighter. But it is what it is, bro. And I hate that this is happening. The multiverse is on top of that, because once this game goes offline, it will not be playable. Because this is what is called a client-side game. Meaning when you download multiverses, you're not downloading the actual game. When you download multiverses, you're downloading a launcher that launches a portal to the multiverses game. If you didn't understand that, the simple explanation I gave sums it up. When you download multiverses, you are not actually downloading the game. You're downloading something that lets you go online and play the game. Like, you know how with PlayStation, you could remote play a game from your phone, and like you could go on your phone and play the game over the internet, connecting to your PlayStation without turning your PlayStation on and like sitting up at your TV. That's basically what you're doing when you're playing multiverses. You're using remote play essentially. That's grossly oversimplified, but that essentially you're remote playing the game. So when this game goes offline, there will be none of that, oh, we can play the game offline. No, you can't play multiverses without logging in. Once the servers go offline, that's it. It's over. I hate to see that happen, but it is what it is. You niggas WB, y'all suck at letting games just be games. I don't know how the fuck y'all released Harry Potter, not Quidditch Champions. I don't know how y'all release Hogwarts Legacy, and then y'all turn around and drop shit like this. And I keep saying it, bro. This is the only game out of all the platform fighters that niggas just scream into the void and say, smash killer, smash killer, smash killer, smash killer. Out of all the games niggas yelled into the void and yelled smash killer about, this was the only one that had a chance. WB pulled a Sony Helldivers, and they had a legitimate hit in their hands, and they cocked their arm back and slam dunked that bitch in the trash can. Difference between multiverses with the greedy bitch ass niggas and Sony with Helldivers is Helldivers is still a game that the community that plays it find fun. Helldivers still brings in good numbers. Helldivers still brings in money for Sony. This game is literally making y'all niggas go broke. Less than 1%, but grossly oversimplified, and a generous estimation is 98% of the people that play this game deleted this shit and stopped playing it. It's terrible. There's only one way they could fix this fucking game, because like at this point, you're not gonna bring in people who previously didn't give a fuck about this game in. You're not. That's not gonna happen. Hold that shit to your chest and accept it. The only way you can make this game make a comeback is if you make all the characters free and stop charging for gems in the fuck that. Take the gem system out the story. Just make it you play through the story and the story is what it is. If y'all do that, y'all have a chance to make this game break even and be a little bit profitable. y'all have a chance to make this game not a loss. I don't know how much they estimated this game to make, but clearly it's not making it. Y'all could at least recoup what y'all spent putting the fucking game out and paying to maintain the game. Y'all can at least recoup it if y'all do that. But that's not gonna happen. Why? Because we're greedy bitch ass niggas. What are they? The first thing I said, fucking greedy. So it's sad to see it happen in real time, but I'm glad an example is being made. I'm glad an example is being made so that future generations of developers that want to make good games can learn from the mistakes of their past ancestors and whatnot, so to speak. What all this means for the game remains to be seen. It means that either they're gonna do as I said and try and retain their player base, or they're gonna do the greedy bitch ass nigga thing to do. The thing that dickheads Azov loves to do. Pull it the fuck off the shelves. And like I said, it's going to happen. And when it does happen, this game is client side. You will never be able to play this game ever again in history once they do that. It's not like you could play the fucking game now because all they sell you is a damn demo. But when it does happen, this game is going to be lost to time. Well, greedy bitch ass niggas admitted that Suicide Squad failed and contributed a 200 million hit to the revenue. Post-launch plans were reportedly scaled back and layoffs were reported. Basically, Suicide Squad lost them a lot of money, but this shit lost them way more, like I said earlier. Season 4 launches on November 12th and ends January 21st, 2025. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised. I don't know why they're hanging in so long and being so goddamn stubborn. Make the game playable offline. Make the game a one-time only purchase and cut the fucking service off. You're not making any money off of this game, and this game is costing you more money to keep up than to shut the fuck down. Just make it playable, cause y'all really gotta fight to stay in the good graces of gamers. So make it so that it's playable for the people who did purchase it, and then cut the fucking service off. Pull an Avengers. Pull an Avengers. Don't delist your game like Avengers did. Just make it playable offline and pull the plug on the servers. Now you have a passive stream of income. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, greedy bitch ass niggas games revenue declined 31% during the most recent financial quarter, July to September, primarily driven by better performance of the prior year's slate, mainly shitty Combat 1 compared to the current year's slate, but greedy bitch ass niggas said, oh yeah, that did technically drop in 2023. It's still affecting their pockets now though, because I guarantee you that game does not have them in the green. Look into the current quarter, October to December, where greedy bitch ass niggas expect games to be flat to moderate better. What? To be flat to moderately better. Oh, basically they're expecting a plateau or a small increase if they're lucky. What greedy bitch ass niggas said. No. During the same financial call, what greedy bitch ass niggas said it's now doubling down on 4 games. Hogwarts Legacy 2, which please, I still don't understand why the fuck they made Quidditch Champions its own games. When I even heard the idea that they were secretly working on a Quidditch game, I said, and I prayed to the stars, I said, for the health of this game and for how cool it seems. Because I'm not necessarily a Harry Potter fan, but the idea of being able to play competitive Quidditch always seemed like a cool idea. I said, I'll pray to the heavens that either this becomes an expansion for Hogwarts Legacy, or that like it becomes a free DLC update for Hogwarts Legacy. These niggas made it a separate game. Oh! And guess what? Nobody's playing the game right now. And as you seen in this article, they're reporting that game as a fucking loss. You had a built, bro. Over 20 million people, from what I remember, brought Hogwarts Legacy. Why would you try and make them buy a new game? You see the smile on my face. You know that's because I know the answer and I'm about to say it. It's because there were greedy bitch ass niggas. And well, greedy bitch ass niggas can't do anything that makes sense if they're not slapping on a price tag to some shit nobody's willing to pay for. Game of Thrones and DC, in particular Batman. What they're doubling down. Dickhead Zaslav said, well, greedy bitch ass niggas recently published Arkham Shadow, that's what I was calling it, exclusively on the MetaQuest 3. That's a Wonder Woman game that's in development hell in the works at Monolith Productions. Dickhead Zaslav said, we are focusing on our development efforts on those core franchises with proven studios to improve our success ratio. Well, you're not Take-Two Interactive. You don't have any studios dropping bangers under your name to be able to do shit like that. Because Take-Two Interactive, even though I think NBA 2K is a shitty game or not, it makes money. None of your games are doing that. Rockstar Games, the makers of Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 5, and they have what is unarguably the generally most anticipated game amongst gamers for 2026. Like, if there was one game I had to collectively say that the general greater gaming community is excited for and hyped for all unanimously, it would be Grand Theft Auto. They have that under their belt. They also have Zynga. Even though they make shitty bare bones mobile games, they make them for grandmas that are willing to spend a bunch of fucking money on these shitty mobile Facebook games that make millions, rake in millions a year. So it's like, yo, y'all can complain all y'all want about focusing on core franchises. What core franchises? Where? Mortal Kombat 1? That shit flopped. Because not only was it full of microtransactions, nobody liked the gameplay. And I heard the story, we all know about the infamous shitty voice acting. So niggas wasn't enjoying nothing about that game. I think the gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1 isn't that fucking bad, but I like tag fighters. And what did I say about tag fighters when I was talking about 2XKO? 2XKO better be real careful about what they do, because they have to fight a really difficult uphill battle, being that they're a tag fighter. And tag fighters are amongst some of the hardest types of fighting games to play, because it takes so much brain power to play it. Game of Thrones. That's probably the mobile game they were talking about. Probably one of the only games that actually make the money. And DC, in particular, Batman. Batman can make the money, but what's the last Batman game they dropped? Arkham Shadows, a VR game exclusive to the MetaQuest 3. Now, the MetaQuest 3 is relatively popular, but show of hands, people in the audience. When's the last time you wanted to talk about the latest games you played and a VR game crossed your mind? Unless you're a VR enthusiast, your mind was blown away by that question, because you don't think about VR games or playing VR games on a day-to-day basis. So, wait, why is my internet going red?